Hey, hello and welcome to today's GFG problem of the day. Hope you're doing well. So let's say today's problem. The problem is saying is we'll be given a sorted array of positive integers. We want to find a smallest positive integer such that it cannot be represented as the sum of elements of any subset of the given array set. So the problem is trying to say is let's quickly see. So for example, if the array is this, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Now, what the problem is saying is we'll be given a sorted array, right? And we want to find the smallest positive integer, which cannot be represented as a sum of any given subset in the array. Now, what can be the subset? What can be the subset of the array, right? So it can be one, for example, this element one, or it can be two, right? Or it can be three, right? Or it can be one comma two, or it can be one comma three, or it can be two comma three, right? Or it can be 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? Now these can be the various subsets of the given array. Now what will be the subset sum? So subset sum, it is going to be 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. For this it will be 3, for this it will be 4, for this it will be 5, for this it will be 6. Okay. Okay. Now, what the problem is saying is we have to find the smallest positive integer, which cannot be represented as a sum of the subset. So in this case, you can see here. So we have one also, we have two also, we have three also, right? The smallest positive integer, we have four also, five also, six also, right? We have six. Now, what is the next positive integer which cannot be represented? It will be seven basically. So if you see here, right, this seven cannot be represented. Max the the subset sum can be 6 here, right? So 7 will be the smallest positive integer which cannot be represented as a subset sum. Okay, so this is the intuition, this is the ask, not intuition, this is ask behind solving the problem. Okay, now how can we solve this problem? Okay, now what we'll do is, as you know, the good thing is that the array will be sorted. So what we're going to do is we'll take an answer variable, answer equal to 1. Okay, answer equal to 1, and we're going to iterate through the array I equal to 0 to n. Okay. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to check here. If for example, if arr of I is greater than answer, right? In this case, we are simply going to return the answer then. I'll explain you why. Okay. For example, let's say the array is starting with 2, 3, 4. This is the array. Okay. Now, now we have to find what? The smallest positive integer, right? So if we start answer with 1, right? So here, if the condition, if you see, so now arrow 5, what it is going to be? For example, it is going to be 2. If it is greater than answer, which is 1, then that means answer which is 1 is the answer basically. The number 1 is the answer. Why? Because if you see, right, so 1 cannot be represented as any subset sum here. Minimum subset sum, it is going to be 2. Okay, minimum subset sum, it is going to be 2. So 1 is going to be the answer here. So we have to simply return answer here. Okay. Now, let's say, now this is not the case. This is violating. If it is arrow 5, if it is less than equal to answer, then in that case, what we need to do? Okay, we'll see that. We'll see that. Okay. So in this case, what we need to do is answer plus equal to arrow of I. Okay, we'll also see why we have to do this. Okay, let's now come to the original example 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? Now let's start with this. Let's start with this and we'll start with our answer as 1, right? Now, for when we come to the 1, right? Arrow 5, it is 1 and answer is 1. So this is violating. So we'll come to this, right? So answer, it is going to be according to answer initially, it is going to be 1. 1 plus 1, right? Which is going to give us 2. Okay, let's see. Let's first see how it works. Okay, let's first see how it works. So answer is 2 now. Okay. Now we come again to the next element 2, right? Now arrow of I is 2, answer is 2, right? So this condition again violates. We are going to execute this one. Okay. So answer is what now? Answer will be what? Arrow of I is 2, answer already holds 2. So we are going to what? Just increase, right? We are going to add arrow of I to answer. It is going to be 4 now. Okay. Now, then we again move to the next element, which is 3, right? Which is 3. Again, arrow of I, it is 3, answer is 4. So this violates and we are going to come to this condition. So again, we are going to update answer with adding arrow 5, which arrow 5 is what? 3. So 4 plus 3, it is going to be give us 7. Now, finally, we are going to come out of this loop and we are simply going to return answer. So this is going to be the minimum positive integer, which does not represent any subset sum. Okay. So we are going to return the answer post this for loop. Okay. Now, but why we are doing this? Why we are doing this? Let's see through an example. Let's see through another example, right? So why we are doing this? For example, let's say you had some element, right, in the array, right, in the array, which is 5. Okay, and there were some initial elements, for example, 1 comma 2 comma, it can be 3 comma 4, right? Now let's say answer till when we come to this element 5, right? When we come to this array, answer is already holding 5, for example. So when answer holds 5, what does this mean? When answer holds 5 and we have come across this element, this means that 1, 2, 3, 4, these elements are already there. These elements are the positive integers. The positive integer 1, 2, 3, 4, they're already there. That is why we have reached this stage. Okay. Now, for example, now if I add, for example, if I add, if what we said when we have come here, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. These positive integers are already there, or whose subset sum is present in the array. Okay, whose subset sum is present in the array. Now, if we add, for example, if we add 5 with 1, right? 5 with 1, which it is going to give us what? 6. If we add 5 with 2, right? These are various subsets, right? 1 comma 5, right? Then 2 comma 5, right? Which is going to give us 7. 3 comma 5, it is going to give us 8. 4 comma 5, which it is whose sum is going to give us 9, right? So, so we want to skip all these numbers, right? All these elements basically, because their subset sum will already be there, because 1 comma 5 we have, right? 2 comma 5 we have, 3 comma 5 we have, 4 comma 5 we have. So we want, in order to skip these elements, right? What we are going to do is, that is why we will add the array of I with this answer basically. So we will directly skip to what? Answer will hold what? 10. Now this is the probability that 10 is not there. 10 may not be there. That is why we are doing this. Why we are doing this? Because in order to skip all the possible subset sums. Okay, all the possible subset sum. Okay. So that is why we are doing answer plus equal to array of I. Okay. So 5 plus 5, it is going to give us 10. This will be the probable candidate wherein this can be the answer here. Because these definitely there's no point in checking for these, because this already will be present. Okay. Okay. So that is why we are doing answer plus equal to array of I. I hope you have got the intuition. Now let's quickly code. Okay. Before going to the code, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel, like the video. It will really be helpful to me. Okay. So let's start. So now I'm showing the Java code. C++ code is almost the same. So I won't show the C++ code. I'll maybe add the C++ code in the comment section. Okay. Thank you so much. So for int I equal to 0, I less than n, plus plus I. Okay. What we're going to do here is, if array of I, right? If array of I, if it is greater than answer, simply this means that answer is not this answer which holds the value. It is not part of any subset sum. Okay. Else, what are we going to do? Answer plus equal to array of I, right? And simply, finally, we are going to return answer here. So I've already explained these two conditions. Let's quickly compile this. Okay, let's submit it. Yes, the test cases are processed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. Have a happy, healthy, and a great day. Thank you so much.